Hi, this is Vicki with My Paper Connection. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and today I'm going to make this really pretty card. I think this is called the double pleat card, and I just love how it turned out. These colors, the paper, the pleat, everything about it, I absolutely love it. This is normally my fun fold Saturday, and I don't know if you can technically call this a fun fold, but it kind of is a fun fold because of all of this. Actually, it's kind of a fancy fold. I love this. I actually saw a video by France Martin showing how to do this, and I just had to recreate it myself. Okay, so this is the new Stampin' Up! Catalog. It came out June 3rd, and it is just full of such pretty, pretty items. And this particular card, the paper, the embossing folder, it's all from Forever Greenery Suite. It has such beautiful papers and designs. I love it. This past Wednesday's card on the 17th, it was also created with this in mind and using these products. Okay, so I wanted to tell you that during the month of June up until the 30th, Stampin' Up! Is hosting a promotion. And if you have a catalog, if you have items that you want to purchase and your order is $99 or more, you may want to look into purchasing a starter kit. Now, buying a starter kit does not mean you ever have to do what I'm doing. You don't ever have to have a business or sell products, demonstrate, anything like that. It just means you're going to get a good deal. You can purchase a starter kit for $99 and you will receive $125 of products that you choose for that $99. Your shipping is going to be free. And during the month of June, Stampin' Up! Is doing a promotion where they will give you a free bundle. What is a bundle? A bundle would be like a stamp set with coordinating dies that they've bundled together, which you already saved 10% on, or it could be a stamp set with a coordinating punch. Either way, it can run from $35 to up to about $60-something. So that's added value that you receive during the month of June. So this is a great time to do this. When this video airs, it will be Saturday, June 21st, I think, or 20th. I don't have a calendar in front of me at the moment, but it'll be that, I think it's the 20th, June 20th, Father's Day weekend of 2020. And so anyway, if you would like to know more about this, if you would like to purchase a starter kit without any obligations to anybody other than yourself, please let me know. I would love to have a chat with you. If you would like to purchase a starter kit and be a part of a great team and have a lot of fun and create a lot without ever being pressured to build a business, I'm the person to talk to. I would love to have you on my team. We have a great time. Most of my team is made up of hobbyists who just like to have 20% off of their purchases. So without further ado, let's get started playing, okay? For this card, I'm using thick Whisper White, and I have cut it at 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to burnish it right in here with my bone folder. I love having a bone folder that just kind of helps it to lay in place. And what I'm going to do, I'm using the Shaded Spruce, which is, I use this a lot at Christmas. And I haven't used it a lot at other seasons, but with this Forever Fern, it's perfect. So what I'm going to do is to use my greenery embossing folder, and you'll notice it's a small one. Well, what I'm doing is I'm going about halfway into my card front. I'm going to go right about halfway. Let me see where that is. About right there, I think. And I'm going to run it through my embossing machine. So I'll show you how to go about getting the entire piece embossed. Okay, I brought in my Big Shot, which at the moment, Stampin' Up! Does not have a Stampin' Cut and embossing folder that they're selling. However, I did find out this morning that on August the 4th, if you're a demonstrator, the new Stampin' Cut and embossing machine is available. As a customer, it's not available until September 1st. Okay, so I'm using my Big Shot, and I have placed my paper about halfway in. And then I'm just going to run it through. And for this particular embossing folder, if you have a Big Shot, you use your small platform. You take out the die or the embossing, the thin adapter. You take that out, and then you use both of your plates, and you just run it through. It is not a 3D embossing folder, so you don't have to use the special blue plate or whatever with it. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, ooh, look at that. How pretty. Ooh, it's so pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to take it over and I'm going to match it up to, let's see, right in here, about like this. And you know what? If it overlaps and it doesn't look right, it's really not going to be that big of a deal because a lot of it's going to be covered. So I like to try to line it up where the other stamp or the other embossed part leaves off. So it's right about here. And you just pinch it together. We're going to put it back there on top. All right, so you can see it's pretty well lined up. I mean, it's a little off. You can tell a difference, but it's not bad. It's not real bad, and it is going to be covered by a lot of the paper. So it's really not going to make any difference, but it's going to give you a really pretty effect. See, there's very little of it that will show. It's going to give you a really pretty effect for this background. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I brought in my 5 by 10 inch paper, and I'm going to go along the top up here, and I'm going to mark it at 2 inches and 3 inches using my pencil. I'm going to take it to the other side, and I'm going to do the same thing. Then I'm going to go along the top and the bottom, this is the bottom of it, and do 4.5 and 5.5 inch on both sides. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to bring in my Simply scoring board, and I'm going to use the larger of the 2 points, and I'm going to score it at 1 inch, 1.5 inches, 2.5 inches, 3, 4, 4.5, 5.5, 6, 7, 7.5, 8.5, and 9. And you do this along the 10-inch side. The next thing you want to do is to bring in your trimmer, and you want to match up the point here to the first point. So it might be the 3 inch to the 4.5, whatever, however you look at it. And you make sure those little lines are lining up in the track of your trimmer. And you're going to cut at a diagonal like that. Okay? And you're going to do this on both sides. So you're going to line it up, this particular one to this line here. Make sure those little marks are in the track. Then you do it on the other side. I'm not going to throw these away though because I'm going to use them for my corners. All right, so this is how it should end up looking. And then you're just going to take your pencil and you're just going to take away, just erase those marks that you had, although they're probably not going to show with your folds, but just in case. Okay. The next thing that you do is you start to do your folding and your burnishing. And you're going to come backwards with your first fold, like this. Then you're going to go forward with that fold like this. Backwards with your next fold. And so on. Okay, as you can see, I did a lot of burnishing there because you want it to lay as close to itself as possible. Okay. The next thing you're going to do is to place glue on the back of your spine right here. Then you're going to figure out where the center of it is. I only put it on the spine to start out with because I want to have time to, and I use the liquid glue because I want to have time to figure out where it's going. Okay, and be able to wiggle it if I need to. Okay, then I just put it on the backs of these other pieces, like right along here. That, and just hold it for a second. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is to take my circle punch, and I'm just going to go about halfway on the thickest portion right here and punch it out. I'm going to do 4 of these. The next thing I'm going to do is to put, I want this to be a contrasting, so I'm just going to put a little glue there on the corner. And I'm just going to stick it in the corner right here. I am going to bring in my silicone mat because I don't want it to stick to my counter. I set my card front to the side so that those pieces can just set really well. And I'm bringing in my shaded spruce, and I'm going to stamp. I'm actually using a sentiment from Celebrate Sunflowers. This is a wonderful stamp set, and I'm using Congratulations on Reaching a Whole New Level of Wonderful. I already had one that says you can do this, and I didn't really find anything else that I wanted to say, but I did want to say this, and I love it. So I'm just going to go cut that out. I am going to use these dies, which I believe were a part of the Mini Mate phrases bundle, something like that. Okay, it'll be listed on my website though. I'll be right back. Okay, I was wrong about that. It's not part of the Mini Mates. It's actually part of the Tasteful Touches bundle. And the ones that I used on Wednesday were also a part of those. They are fabulous for sentiments. Love them. So here's what I came up with. And here is the next one. So I'm just going to glue this together. And now I'm going to bring in my card front along with my scissors. It's had enough time to set, so I'm just going to trim this off, turning it upside down so that I can see where it is. Actually, I think my glue was a little bit wet, and I'll have to clean my scissors now. But you can see how this works. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is to glue this to my card front. And with an embossed paper, with the holes and all that, I do like to use Tombow glue to make sure it stays in place. And I was wrong about the size of this. It's actually 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm taking dimensionals and I'm going to put them in the center right here. And then I'm going to glue the outside portion right here. And there is my card. The last thing that I did that I didn't show you was I just added some frosted epoxy drops right here. But look how pretty that card is. I love it. It is so, so pretty. Love these greens so much, and I do love this double pleat. Just so pretty. Okay, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this card. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, I would ask you to do so today. Just hit the bell, and you'll get notice whenever I have further videos coming out. I normally do just a regular card on Wednesdays, and on Saturdays I do either a fun fold or a 3D project. Woo, that's a mouthful. Again, if you would like information on purchasing products or purchasing the starter kit, let me know. I would love to work with you. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great, great day. Bye now.